A worm?
A worm. Hello, everyone. Hi, Iris. Hi, Canty. Hi, Rosie. Welcome, everyone. I hope y'all are having a great day today. Hello. Hello. It's a Rosie. Hello. I hope everyone's doing well. It's Friday, right? Okay, good. Happy Friday. Yeah, welcome. Welcome. I have a few special announcements today. Yippee! Time is an illusion. It's true. Okay. Yeah, welcome. How's everyone doing? Tell me how you're doing. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. I haven't streamed in a bit. I had to cancel last stream, so it's good to be back. I'm happy to be here. Unit functional, sleepy, but good. That's good. I'm also sleepy. I'm also functional. But yeah, I hope everyone has a great Friday. Excited for the weekend. I think it's a long weekend too. So that's fun. Yeah, should I get into some announcements? I think I will. Well, first of all, if you've seen the title and the pinned message, you know, and my announcement and on everywhere, you'll know that I now have my own fragrance. It's available as a candle, a soap, incense, wax melts, so many cool things. It's called Cyber Bat Bite, and it's strawberry matcha scented. A little bit of vanilla in there too. And yeah, I'm so excited. I can't wait to get my hands on it. Hell yeah, we're pogging so hard. But yeah, so check it out. You can click that link to see the whole collection. And also use the code MatchaEXE for 15% off your order. Super exciting. Get a little discount. And help support your bat. But yeah, I hope it's a scent that people like. I hope y'all enjoy it. I'm really excited. You gotta look into Candle. Hell yeah, do it. I highly recommend. They're great. Great people to work with. Yeah, I can't wait to buy some of their things. I'm very excited. It's not in the budget right now, so yeah. And speaking of budget things, my mic on my throne wish list. Hold on, I can show it right now. This thing, you can scan the QR code to go see it if you want, but my mic is like $30 US away from my goal. And I'm so excited, and I hope I can get it soon. But yeah, if anyone wants $30 American worth of art, I'm on their front page. What are you talking about? Oh, Candle? Yeah, because I'm the latest release. I'm like, what are you talking about? Big Pog? Yeah. But yeah, I'm the Candle does daily scent releases. So the like whoever's the newest scent is on the front page. Yeah, I'm on Throne's front page. This stream is sponsored by Throne. I'm just kidding. It's definitely not. But yeah, check out my Throne. Let me send that command. I think there's also a mic command. Hold on. I do have a mic command. So if you click that link, it'll take you straight to the mic. If you want some art in exchange, just DM me first. Yeah, I'm so excited. I can't wait to get it soon. And I appreciate everyone who's helped me get this far. I really appreciate it. Thank you all so much. Y'all are the best. You're so great. I think that's all the housekeeping things we had to get out of the way. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, I think that's everything. So how about we get into the game? We can do some gaming. I'm gonna switch this back real quick. Because as much as I want the new mic, I kind of need to pay rent first. Rent is due on the 1st, and I am nervous. I'll just say that. I'm nervous. Oh, what was that weird flash? That was weird. Okay. We're gaming. We'll be okay. I hope so. I hope so. Alright, the game is unmuted. Let me pause the tunes. Perfect. Okay, let's do some gaming. Oh, let's turn it down a little bit. No worries, Rosie. You have a good lurk. I hope you sleep well, if you do sleep. But yeah, you take care, friend. Have a good lurk. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, no mail. Okay, oh my god. Okay. Time to remember how to play this game. What time is it? Oh, it's morning. Okay. Hello, Lucky. I love you. Oh, creature. Yippee! Oh, Lucky is very sleepy. Looks like these are watered. Carrot. I can write about them in my journal. Or How do I do that? Carrot. Can't you like write about it? Or do I already know carrot? Confusion. Whatever. Alright. What do we need to do? Should we like... I don't know what we should do. I'm so tired. We just need to like grow carrots, I guess. But let's go looking for... Yeah, no, I should rest. We have like no stamina or anything. Alright, Lucky, you go rest. You go rest, girly. Aw. I love her. Okay, let me go. Let's go to sleep. So eepy. Okay. What, is it nighttime? Or... Oh, it's morning. I see. Alright, Lucky, good morning. Good morning, bestie. Lucky is happy. Let's fucking go. Okay. Oh, I need to water my carrots. Carrot. Wait, how do I don't remember how to equip things. Here we go. How much? I have 11 water. Okay. Yeah, today's stream is gonna be nice and chill. Oops. Nice chill stream. Just some chill dinosaur gaming. Oh. Bloop. All right, Lucky. Why aren't you following me? Follow me, girly. Alright, let's go. All we have to do is grow carrots. So I don't really know what to do. I guess we're just gonna explore. In my main save on this... Oh, this guy's waiting for me. Dinosaurs! But yeah, in my main save in this game, I haven't actually gotten that far, so... Hold on, I want this herbivore food. Alright, what do you want? Can I help you? Greetings, Matcha. I was just taking Bongo on his daily constitutional. Bongo. Why am I standing so close to this guy? Hello? Am I too close? Am I making you uncomfortable? Mari was asking about you this morning. She sounded excited. No doubt another crazy idea. You should talk to her if you can find her. I have no idea which way she went. Okay. Yeah, we'll do this. I think I do know where she is, actually. Dog. It's dogs. I love them. They're so cute. Over here, I think. Yes. Yippee! Oops. I skipped through her dialogue. Yeah, I got a flute. Let's do it. You hear those gallimimuses calling to each other? Kind of musical, right? I want to see what happens if you play a few notes at one of them. They're all the same color. Kind of. Wrong one. Yoo-hoo! He's listening. Each species of dino has its own call. Just listen to this gallimimus for gallimimus? I don't fucking know. For a moment. Mimus? Okay. Oh. I'm trying to befriend him. I have favorite food. He likes a spring onion. Let me feed you. Here's an onion. Oh, he didn't like it. He didn't like it. Oh no, he hates the spring onions. Oh man. Carrots. Okay. Let's feed him a carrot. Look at his little hands. Did he like the carrot? Yes. Oh, he's doing wiggles. No onion for the galley. Hell yeah. Another carrot. Another one. I love how they're all watching him. All the other ones are like, what the hell are you doing? Oh, he's so happy. Oh, he's too excited. Oh, perfect. Pippins Poppins. Dinosaurs go wild for them. Okay. I will befriend it by offering it a poppin. That looks good as fuck. Pet your new friend. I would love to. Oh, what should I name him? He's very wiggly. Should I name him Wiggles? Chartreuse. What about Noodle Neck? That's his name in my other save. I'm gonna name him Wiggles. Perfect. Wow, that was amazing. Here's me with 2 years of researching dinos and you make a friend on the first try. I was just hoping to get close to them, but I'll wager this one's ready to follow you home. That flute, you think it'll work on others? So many possibilities. Like the Corythosaurus. Those guys are fast, and they'd make incredible steeds. Or dare I say, a Styracosaurus. I've seen those charge straight through a boulder without even blinking, but they're notoriously hard to befriend. Now you'd better find this Gallimimus a dreamstone pronto. Every dino needs one. Zippity, this is all so exciting. Wait until Owen hears about this. Alright, come with me. Can I journal him? How do I... how do I... Oh, here we go. There we go. Alright, will he follow me? Okay. Okay, come on, buddy. Let's go get you a dreamstone. That's what we have to do, right? A large dreamstone. Is he still following? Okay. I'm nervous. Hello, dogs. I'm looking for a dreamstone. Oh boy, what's this? Yippee! Alright, come on, Wiggles. Whee! Jens, welcome on in. Welcome, welcome, hello. Hope you're having a good day. We're just playing some Paleo Pines right now. We just got a Gallimimus. You're from Germany? Welcome on in. Very cool. Okay, how do I... Oh, right. Wait, how do I... What am I doing? Oh, my tasks. How do I edit the... No worries, Jens. Totally okay. Wiggles needs a pen. What? Okay, what does it want me to do? Oh, and I have to meet the Poffin guy. Yeah, this game is so cute. I love it. Okay, here we go. Wow. Hi, Dano. Welcome on in, friend. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. Wowdy, yeah. And yeah, exactly what Iris said. You're doing your best. And that's perfect. This is the full version, yeah. We're fairly early on in the game, but this is the full version, not the demo. Okay. Does this count as a pen now? I guess not. Oh, I don't want to upgrade it. Apparently I don't remember how to play this game. You'll buy the full? Hell yeah. Yeah, it's very fun. I'm just a little confused. Um... Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but like I don't know if I have enough to... Oops. Lucky is unhappy. I'm sorry, Lucky. Let me give you this fence back. Oh, fuck. Story of Seasons? I've never actually... Oh, shit. I've never played Story of Seasons. I don't really know a lot about it, honestly. But yeah, I like the farming. Can I take this? Ugh. No, I want... Why? Have I played Harvest Moon? I played it like... No, I don't want to upgrade it. There we go. I played Harvest Moon a very long time ago. When I was like really little. I could not tell you which one it was. Do I have more fence posts? Nope. I have one fence post. Old Harvest Moon turned into Story of Seasons, and then separately there's new Harvest Moon games. I see. Favorite Harvest Moon game is the first for the DS. Ooh, interesting. 3-stream streak. Yippee! Enjoy those points, Dano. Oh gosh. Can I like clear this out? I need a... Ah! Explosion. Why don't there are like no fence posts anywhere? Alright, Lucky. Oh gosh, no. I don't know what this game wants me to do. I need instructions. I need to build, it needs a... Thank you for the head pats. I mean, hold on. I swear that in my... Like, in the... I swear that I could make the two dinosaurs live in the same place. Okay, get over here. This is your house now. Oh, yeah, here we go, here we go. This is your home. There we go. Okay, I am stupid. Oh, he loves it. Also, thank you for the head pats. I don't remember if I thanked you for that. Sorry. Can I give a tip? Sure. I will accept a tip. Have a good ad break, everyone. Perfect. Can I organize my inventory? Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. No, I don't want to do that. Why do I have a fence post in my inventory? Sure. Actually, let's save too. Sorry, I bumped my mic a little bit. Oh, oh goodness. Oh goodness. Okay. All right, he's happy in there. Buy flowers and decorate it. Okay. I need to go get some poffins anyways, so I will go there. Thank you for the tip. I appreciate it. Oob. Okay. Oh, look at that dino. He's such a cute color. He's like teal. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a good ad break. Hello, creatures. Alright, I gotta leave you here, Lucky. Sorry, girly. Excuse me. 7 rare color dinos. Nice. That's cool. Alright. Oh yeah, what do you want? It's my uncle's budding day and I completely forgot until a few minutes ago. If you have any dandelion or clover, there's nothing Uncle Taz loves more. 15 of each to do the trick. Oh, I hate this. I hate this one. Cupcake, it's pink and blue. Aw, cute. I need to find a pink and blue one. Trans dinosaur. Alright, I need to meet you. Hello. Hey Macho, welcome back to Pebble Plaza. Yippee! Have a good lurk, Iris. You take care, friend. Thanks for stopping by. What the hell is that noise? I don't think you met Pippin last time you were here. Pippin, this is Matcha. Yippee! Hello, I'm Pippin. Pippin makes poppins. Yes, I make poppins. Poppins are like little cakes? Excuse me, they are not like little cakes, Marlo. Poppins are a... Yippee! Poppins are a cultural tradition from an age-old family recipe. Tell me something, Matcha. How would you describe a cake? Moist. His cupcakes are expensive. Yeah. Exactly. See, Marlo, as per tradition, poppins are crunchy, dry, salty, chunky, and taste absolutely nothing like cakes, thank you very much. My bad. It's been a while since I had one. I'd forgotten their charm. Would you like one, Matcha? They're really good. That's what everyone says. Yippee! Ask Mari. She buys them every week. Yes, please. Enjoy. There's no crunch more satisfying than biting into a poppin. That's 100 shells, please. Pippin, Matcha is new to the neighborhood. Everyone's really excited about that picnic table. Okay, 95 shells then. Really, Pippin? Okay, fine. I guess you can just have that one. Anyway, that's a poppin. If you need any more, Pippin's got you covered. Except on baking days when my stall is closed. That's the day I make more. It was nice to meet you, Matcha. Oh, now you have a quest for me? What do you want? Oh, he's busy. Sure, I'll take... Okay. Wait. Did I just sold him? Did I just sell him? Okay, no. Don't buy? Why not? Um, present later? Alright, whatever. Do I still have one or did I sell? Okay, I thought I accidentally sold it to him. Alright, what do you want, buddy? Marlowe? You want to chat? It's getting a bit rough with that path to Dapplewood blocked. I'm doing my best to keep up with the needs of the community, but it's tricky without my tools back home. My makeshift stone tools are really starting to wear out. Hey, with all that clearing you've been doing on your ranch, would you have about 10 stone you could give me? No. Ah, no problem. I'll just keep working with the tools I've got. Let me know if you find any, though. I'll be happy to take any stone off your hands. Okay. That's all I need for now. Let's go do some quests. Yippee! Yippee! I like how everyone just walks around and goes, yippee! Alright, Lucky. Let's go see if we have stone and clover. I think we have at least one clover. And some stone. Oh, here's clover. That's so me-core. Mr. Krabs at Chernobyl. Me-core. Sorry, that's what I think of whenever me or someone else says me-core. It's so funny. Hello, Wiggles. The berry bush. Oh, I do have some clovers. And a stone. Alright. Alright, let's go, Lucky. We're almost to level, or Lucky's almost to level 5. Yippee! Oh, sorry about that. The bathroom door is very loud. Hello, critters. Yippee! Okay, this guy. I have stone for you. Hold on one second. Okay, I actually need to take a quick BRB, sorry. So we are gonna play some words on stream, and I will see y'all in a bit. Take care. Be right back. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Sorry about that. My wife needed some help, and I was happy to help her. Hee Oh, hi, Dano. Welcome. All right, let's get back into the game. Macho wife. Yes. Yes. All right. What'd he give me? Oh, he gave me fence. Very nice. Yippee! Alright, let's... Oh. Alright, anyone else want to talk to me here? I don't think so. I still need carrots for Meemaw. Hold on. I need to fix my mic. I'm slouching. I'm shrimping. I'm shrimping. Oh. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. I hope you had a good break. Little impromptu break. Let's check our tasks. We need a shitload of dandelion and clover. What time is it? Hold on. Okay, we got time. We got time. Oh, you want something. What you want? Hey stranger, nice to see you again. Golly, I still can't believe it. A real live Parasaurolophus living right round the corner. She's beautiful. What did you say her name was again? Lucky. Lucky. Well, I reckon I'm lucky to have met you. You know, no one's seen a Parasaurolophus in this neck of the woods in a raptor's age. And I should know. I've been to the tree line of Dapplewood all the way to the edge of Ariakata Canyon. They're not gone. I've seen tracks, scuffs, markings, and other unmentionable evidence, if you catch my drift. They're just, what's the word? Elusive. But hey, who knows? Maybe Lucky will bring him out of hiding. Until then, I'm just gonna have to give all my love to this one. What's Lucky's favorite food? Tomatoes. Sure. Tomatoes. I like those too. Kindred spirits, Lucky and me. Here, I don't mind sharing a few. If I spot any Parasaurolophus tracks around, you'll be the first to know. In the meantime, don't be a stranger. Okay. Oh boy, herbivore food. I'm looking for plants. I'm finding rocks. I'm cruising. I go so fast. Oh, there's stuff down here. Oh, dandelion. Wait, what? Here we go. Dandelion. Oh, I can yippee. There's a yippee button? Yippee. No fucking way. Yippee! Yeah, this is the best game ever. Meow. Sorry, I started choking on my own spit. Alright, let's see if we can find anything else. Oh, there's clovers. And we should probably head home soon. Where the fuck are we? Where are we? Where am I? Oh, there I am. Okay. I'll find my way home. Oh, look at these guys. Wyatt Earple. Purple. I'm going the wrong way. Is this the right way? Ooh, yeah. Or should I go that way? I think we're fine. I'm almost level 5. I'm so fast. I'm like Sonic. Oh, here's a plant. I think there's some over here too. No. Oh, what's this? Cranberry. Wow. I don't think I ever discovered cranberries the first time I played this. What time is it? Evening. I don't know what time it makes. Does it make you go to sleep in this game? I don't know. I haven't. It's been so long since I played. But I found my way home. Oh, I leveled up. Yippee! What's in here? Oh, that's my storage. I see. Alright, Lucky. It's bedtime. Actually, you have a bit more stamina. Let's put you to work. Alright, you're too sleepy. I'm sorry, baby. Alright, good night, Lucky. Good night, Wiggles. He do be wiggling. He really do be wiggling. Alright, perfect. Let's save. And go to bed. So sleepy, tired. Oh, cutscene. Alright, it's a new day. Where's Noodle Neck? Oh, is he with that guy? Hold on, I need to water my plants. Oh, are they ready? There we go. That's how I discovered the carrot. Can I pick it? Oh, I still have to water them. No, don't water that. I love farming games. Oh, ad starting. Good luck, everyone. Farm games are so great. I can't wait to play Stardew Valley next week with Rosie and Goosty. I can't wait. I love it. Let's put this shit away. Fields of Mystria. I've heard of that one. I've seen the art style. It's very interesting. I know like nothing about it, but I might look into it. Ugh, sorry, I'm stretching. Ugh. Oh, big stretch. Okay. Good morning. Sorry to show up unannounced. I was hoping to update my data on Parasoral offices. I can't say that. As you can imagine, it's rather sketchy. Or is it Parasorolofi? I don't even know the pluralization. I've never met one, never mind two. Anyway, then I noticed you've acquired a new friend, Gallimimus? And you've barely been here a week. It took me months to get Bongo to follow me home. Now, I don't mean to brag, but I'm kind of the expert around here on the Gallimimus. In fact, I've got volumes of information on dinosaur care. Some observed, more theoretical or extrapolated, but all useful. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you had a good ad break. Is there anything that might be vexing you with regard to Gallimimus care or dinosaur happiness in general? Pen. Eat, sleep, and kept tidy. Oh yeah, the poop. The poop. Papa saddle. I have one of those. Yeah, I'm good. Anything you can learn about any species at all, could you please log it in your journal? Your journal is a vessel to house new discoveries, learned preferences, traits, flavors, and much more. Use it often and you'll never forget anything. Plus, I may want to compare notes now and then. The life of a scientist is never dull. I see you've made some notes about Gallimimuses already. Most diligent of you. Let's take a closer look at Wiggles. Hell yeah, let's do it. Oh fuck, I never remember the journal hotkey. Wiggles is feeling... He wants a different biome. The heart is how much Wiggles trusts you. The circle around it shows how happy they are. Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me, sorry. Alright, goodbye. Hey, buddy. Oh. Best quality, his Wiggles. Will he follow me? Follow me. Back to your home. Hi, Lucky. You're so cute. Oh, he is stupid. Oh, there we go. Not you, Lucky, not you. Oh, wrong one. Purple. Lucky, I want you to follow me. Okay. What are our quests looking like? Oh, we still have to find Dandelion and Clover. Let's see how we're doing on those. 10 Clover and 9 Dandelion. That's not bad. That's not bad. Let's keep looking. And then I'm thinking about... Oh, okay, we can pet Lucky. I'm thinking about ending stream soon. I'm tired. Meow. Okay. Hello, creatures. You gotta... Thank you, friend. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I wish I could stream longer, but my body and my brain just do not let me. I simply cannot. Excuse me. Ba, 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 ba. Hello. I don't... What do you want? Owen. 5 small stones. I'll get some. Sure. Later. I don't want to do that right now. I'm looking for plants. Oh boy, a tree. Apple. Oh, my throat's really not happy. Why can't I find any clover or dandelion? Am I not looking in the right spots? Probably not. Creatures. Creatures. I love creatures and critters. They're so cool. Oh, what's this? Limestone. I see. I'm just discovering so much shit today. Oh! I've never seen this guy before. He don't look too happy. Ah! What? How? Hello, gamers. I am looking for plants. Don't mind me. Oh, they're so cute. This game is just so cute. Just can't find any resources. Shit. Maybe they'll respawn in like a few days. I don't know. I don't know. So I looked over here already. Yeah, there was stuff here yesterday. I guess it has not respawned. Alright, whatever. Let's get stones for that guy. Ooh. Also, just a reminder, we are $30 away. Seeds have been blown onto the ranch. Okay. We are $30 away from getting a new mic. So, hold on. Let me check out my throne. Yeah, if you're interested in helping, check out that link that I just sent in chat. We're so close to getting the new mic. I'm so sick of dealing with mine not working. So yeah, if you're able to help or spread the word, I really appreciate it. And yeah, thank you so much to those who have helped so far. It means a lot to me. Lucky has leveled up. Yippee! Alright. But yeah, we're so close. I'm so excited. I'm also willing to do art in exchange for... Oops. In exchange for contributions. I am willing. Okay. Oh gosh. Camera, please. Oops. Hey, buddy. Hi, Wiggles. Hey, he's so wiggly. Okay. We got... Hi, Lucky. We got some stones for Owen. So let's go do that, and then I think I might unstream. Yeah, I'm getting sleepy. And my throat isn't very happy. Oh, hello. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba ba. Oh, there's berries here. Give me the berries. Hello? There we go. Alright. Oh, hi Pomni. I'm on a dinosaur. I love the digital circus. I can't wait for the next episode. Oh, where'd he go? Yeah, she's scared of dinosaurs. Oh, I can't go in his house? Can I go in his swing? Oh, fuck yeah. Dissociating on the swing. Where is this guy? Bongo, where is Owen? Aw, he's so cute. Maybe he's like not out of his house yet. Maybe he's in town? Alright, let's go check town. I'm stuck. Oh, Lucky's almost out of stamina. Okay, we're gonna go check the town for this guy, and then I think we'll end stream. It's almost been an hour and 20 minutes. And then hopefully later today, the VOD of this stream will be up on YouTube. So everyone say hi, YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Sorry that I don't edit my VODs. I hate video editing. Alright, where is this? Oh! Explosion! Explosion for YouTube. Hi, Kitty! Welcome on in! Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Compacted into orb. Oh no. I can't believe this has happened. Alright, well I don't know where that fucking guy is. Slow job day. Having a 3-day weekend. Hell yeah, we got a 3-day weekend. Oh, excuse me. I had a hiccup. Sorry about that. But yeah, we also have a 3-day weekend. I'm so excited. So excited. Yeah, I think I'm gonna head home and I think we'll continue this another time. But yeah, I want to chat for a little bit before we end stream. Because I do have one more little announcement. It's nothing exciting. It's just an update about like my schedule. Slowly working on more MechWarrior Online stuff. Getting better aim, and it's very visible since a while. Nice! That's cool. I hope you're enjoying it. Having a good time. Hi, Lucky. Oh, I don't know what I meant to do. Okay. That's good. Franchise I'm into since back when I was 5 or 6. Aw. Little kitty. Game saved, and I think we'll quit. Let me put some tunes on. Oh. Tab out and put some tunes on. Perfect. And now let's switch to the ending scene. Oops. Okay. Activation. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoy it. That's really awesome. Really awesome that you have something like that you've had since like childhood. I love it. Oh. Sorry about my chair. Okay. Okie dokie. So yeah, our last little announcement besides Candle and the mic. Also, if you weren't here at the start of stream, I have partnered with Candle for our very own matcha scented candle. It's matcha strawberry scent, and it comes as a candle, soap, incense, wax melt, tea light. You can buy all sorts of versions of it. I'm so excited. You can click that link in chat to see the whole collection, and don't forget to use code MATCHAEXE for 15% off your order. I love Candle. They're great. Great products. I'm so excited. I'm so happy. But yeah, other than that, I just wanted to let you guys know that for the time being, aside from like the Stardew collabs, I won't be scheduling any streams. I will still be streaming. I'm not stopping streaming. they're just gonna be like whenever I want, basically. um, but yeah, the reasons for that is like my health has not been so great, and my wife and I have had a lot of different appointments and specialists and stuff that we need to see. And it's just really hard to schedule streams around them. So I'm just gonna stream when I can and hopefully like not stress myself out over making a schedule and stuff. Hopefully that makes sense. I hope you guys understand. Tomorrow I'll put out an announcement about it in the Discord server and on like my social medias and stuff. But for now, the best place to stay updated on when I'm gonna stream and stuff would be my Discord. But you can also check out all my other socials I post on. You can find them on my card. Yeah, I think that's it. That's just the brief version. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys just for being here, supporting me. It means a lot to me, and I'm just really grateful to have a great community. So thank you for all your support. So yeah, I won't have a stream schedule going up tomorrow, sorry. I'll post about my weird schedule, and then yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys soon. But our next scheduled stream is on Wednesday next week. The Stardew Valley collab will be happening at 8 p.m. Eastern. But yeah, before then, I don't know if I'll be streaming. I don't know if I should have time, but we'll see. We'll see how things work out. But yeah, stay updated in my Discord and on my socials, like I mentioned. Yeah, I think that's it. That should be it. Yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Let's look for someone to raid. Thanks for stopping by for stream today. I had a really good time. Yeah. Yeah. Let's find someone to raid. There's a lot of people streaming. God, I hate this stupid fucking knock feature, Twitch. I would rather fucking not. Thank you, Dano. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you. Alright, what's this person doing? Okay, I think I'll raid this person. I spelled their name wrong. I spelled it wrong again. Okay. Alright. Pronouns. I don't know their pronouns. Okay. I think I knew at one point, but anyways, we're gonna go raid my friend Pona. They are playing some Uno with some friends, it looks like. But it is also their 4-year streamiversary celebration. Let's get the raid message. Copy and paste whichever one works for you. And yeah, we're gonna go say hi to Pona. She's so sweet. Her model is adorable and her art is amazing. So yeah, let's go say hi. And yeah, thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you have a great time. Or I hope you have a great day. Excuse me, I keep hiccuping. Yeah, take care of yourselves. Drink some water, eat some food, take your pills, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye bye.